Hello and welcome back to my City Skylines build. My name's Michael and I like games. So, on the last episode we constructed a underground car park, something I've never seen anyone try to do before. Don't know if you have. It's functional, you can just see the car coming out there, so this is basically going to serve all of this area. I'm hoping it will do anyway. What I've used is Move It and a few other sort of mods and assets as well to get this to go in. There is also a hidden footpath going from the middle of the car park basically up to the road. Let me see if I can show you that over here. Yep, so this sort of these bits here, that's the edge of the tunnel for the footpath that goes down underneath there. Yeah, so I think that is that's going to serve a quite nice function there. Right, so one of the things that I want to tackle today, I want to try to finish off this area. Don't worry about the death. We had a bit of a issue with death here last time. That was mainly because this cemetery up here was filled and I didn't notice. So yeah, whoopsie daisy. Hopefully that will sort itself out. In the meantime, I want to try to build up this area a little bit more. So let's get cracking. So I originally built this area with the mind of plopping buildings in. So what I can do, we'll close that down. Right, so I believe it's the ploppable, no it's not, it's the growable ones, isn't it? So a couple of episodes ago I had a issue with the Rico mod. I'm not entirely sure what's happened with that or what the issue was, but I'm fairly sure I can do this without that. I think this area was, so we've got so we do have a mixture of so it's mainly offices at the minute, so offices and high density stuff. So what we can do, we can get a little bit of commercial in this area. So I just want to have a quick cycle through these buildings to see what we've got in here. Okay, so that one yeah, that one looks quite nice. We'll have one of those, one of these ones, have one of them over there as well. This one here, put that there, that looks alright. There's some quite nice buildings here actually. I thought we were going to be spending quite a lot of time trying to search through everything, but a lot of these are yeah, these aren't too bad actually. There we go, so we've plonked in a few office buildings there. These look quite nice. These are a mixture of content creators pack stuff and various assets I've got. Look at the size of that thing. Yeah, we'll try to find somewhere reasonable for that. Glory, that's fairly big. Gotta put Glory in actually. Glory can go in there. Oh wow, look at that. That looks good. And then I do have, okay, so one of the biggest buildings that I found on the game. Right. Twin monoliths. Right, check this out. These are massive! Look at the size of them. I think, you know what? I think I'm going to put these in as well. I was going to put a car park in there, wasn't I? Will this fit in down there? Oh, it won't. It won't fit in there either. This is, it will fit in there though. There we go. I mean, they are absolutely enormous, those things, aren't they?
Your proposition is appealing, but I doubt that children
can
absorb abstract information any earlier
at night time. They're going to look really good. But yeah, they are enormous, these things. Okay, so I've just plopped in a few buildings around this area. I've zoned this area up as well, just to see what we get there. It's mainly because I want to avoid what's happened with the residential area that we've built here, and you end up with lots of the same buildings over and over again. So with this section, because all the roads are sort of mishmashed, I've just plonked in a few buildings, and all the square sizes are different as well. So we're going to get lots of different sort of shaped buildings turn up. Some of these are so this one is a plopped asset, whereas this one is a growable one. There we go. So we just built a quick car park in there in our sort of little newish area. I think this area is turning out quite nice now. Actually, now it's starting to get padded out a bit. I think we need to. What we'll end up doing is sort of turning this into some sort of green space, I imagine. I did toy around with the idea of maybe sort of filling this with water, perhaps. But I don't think we're going to get too much benefit out of it with these buildings where they are. They're sort of covered on too many sides by other stuff, so I think we may just leave that. But yeah, definitely in here we're going to have some sort of park. I think that'd be quite nice. Okay, so earlier on we had our park upgrade, so what do we need to do now? So I mean, really, that just needs visitors until the next one. I think I might just leave that. And then see what we can unlock once that's on level 4. So we'll leave that for the time being, actually. What else have we had upgrade? We've got a tiny little park here. This one. This has had so many people come through it. So we've had 84,000 visitors. That's ridiculous. I'm going to whack the ticket price right up and see what happens. I think, though, what they're doing is they're just cutting through here. And that's why we're getting so many visitors, just a sheer number of people walking through that section, and also down onto this bit of the road. It's the only real cut through that they've got from here down to here without walking all the way down here and then round. So yeah, people are just using that as a cut through, which is quite nice for the old money making. Okay, so our car park here is barely used at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this. Ooh. Yes, 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 yes. I'll tell you what, I've got an easy way of doing that. If I select the correct things. No, decals. That one, got there eventually. And delete. Ah, right, okay, so they're buildings, are they? Yeah, of course they're buildings. Right, delete them, they're all gone. They weren't really being used, so we shall lose those. Excellent. But yeah, I think one of the other things that we had was a trade school. So we've lost so many students. So we've got all the academic works we need. We just need more students in here. So how can we We'll give IT and engineering. We'll bump that right up. So that's academic staff, isn't it? Okay, so we'll leave that right up. In fact, actually we're getting a bit tight on money, so what we'll do, we'll leave that there. And yeah, I mean, we just need students into this area. So, I mean, where's our population sitting at the moment? So, unemployment, we've got quite a lot of people employed. We need a lot more people in, I think. But yeah, I mean, capacity-wise, I mean, there's not really, at the moment, there's not really much else we can do. I mean, most of our sort of capacity is used throughout the rest of the city. So if we double check on our education tab, so right, elementary school is looking a bit sparse, so we could put one of these up here somewhere, perhaps. Where can we put that? we'll put that in the middle here. Right, so elementary. Right, so that's a high school. Elementary school. I think we do have one of these other assets as well, is an elementary school. High school. Is it this one? Book bank? No. Which one of these? I thought one of these was a that's a university, that's a high school. Ah, yeah, it is that one. So the book bank can have 800 students. So what we'll do, we'll make use of that. We'll put that in there. I've left anarchy on again, haven't I? There we go. Right, turn that off. We need to move that over. There we go. So now capacity wise, what are we running at? So that should jump up in a moment. Come on. There we go. So capacity, we're all right for that. High school, we're all right as well for the time being. University, yes. Okay, so all of these students are trying to get down to here potentially. So how are we looking traffic wise? It's this section here, isn't it? This is just bogging down our entire city. I mean, what we could do is maybe extend our tram line down here, but I mean they've got the metro system as well, so I mean transport wise they're alright for getting down to here. We could give them another option with either the tram, but I think that's a bit too far, or perhaps a monorail. So we could even put in the monorail system from here to here maybe. That's going through our park. I'm not sure, I'll have a think about that. But yeah, what else can we have a quick look at? So healthcare, we've got good healthcare throughout. Death care, that's in hand now. Childcare, that's looking reasonable. And elder care, that's looking alright. So noise wise, wow, that area is noisy. Didn't realise it was that bad. So I mentioned on one of the other episodes that the this sort of junction here, ideally what I'd like to do is have that lowered. No, it's this junction here, wasn't it? So ideally, where I do build them, I build them sort of sunken down into the ground. So when we go to noise, you can see the roads are red, but the noise doesn't travel too far away from the edge of them, just because of the terrain height. So I may end up doing that possibly with this, because that's fairly. Well, it doesn't really matter in the commercial zone, does it? We'll leave that. We'll leave that for the time being. Fire coverage is okay. Fire coverage is always terrible wherever you go. So we can. All I do for the fire coverage is just put these watchtowers in. So we're going to put one in there, and then that will solve all of our woes here in an instant. And we shall put in another one. We'll put one in here next to the park area as well, and there we go, that's all that covered. University, we can put another one of those down here, so we're going to put it by the main road. There we go. So actual fire stations, I've got one there. I think that's it really on there, but I mean the amount of fire engines that puts out is going to cover anything in this area. And then we've got these as well if needed. Crime, we're looking alright on crime sort of pretty much everywhere. I suppose what we could do, we could put another sort of police station up here maybe, just to help out a little bit with the jail capacity. Oh, this one. Where shall we put that? Will that fit on the end? Oh, ooh. Put that there. Yeah, that's no. That doesn't look too great there, does it? We'll move that over to there. Put that there for the time being. Right, what else do we have? Transport. Okay, so we've got what's this one here? So this is our metro line. So the metro lines are quite well used. This one's the most used. So we've got two on that. Oh wow! So we do have. I mean, we could put that up. If we put that up to 3, we may even need to go further than that. Tell you, we'll put that on 4 for the time being. So that's that one. We also have this one here. That's all right. That's been covered by everyone. That comes down here. That's our sort of central line, and we have light blue one as well with 0 passengers. That doesn't seem right to me. Well, the trains are using it, so they're going backwards and forwards, so I wonder if it's anything to do with that. Yeah, so that's a bit odd, that. I'm not entirely sure. We've got they can swap over there if they want to. I'll keep an eye on that to see if that's where's it gone? Metro line. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll delete that one and then I'll redo it, I think. And then line 3 is a sort of link line between the two areas. And that seems to be functioning well for the time being as well. But yeah, we've got a fair amount going on transport wise. So what we'll do, we'll put our line back in here, I think. Train, metro, right. Let's get that back in. Where are you? This one. Right, so we go from there down to there, down to our university, and then we're going to go back again. That to there, and complete line. Okay, so we'll see how that performs. How many people have come here? So there's not that many visitors to this section. I can't remember if I finished this off or not, because we got halfway through building it. I think something happened, and I ended up losing my concentration from this. But I think it looks all right. Yeah, we've got a nice little tree in the station there. Let's move that over. Ooh, come on. There we go. Right, so I've redone this line and I've let it run for a bit, and there's still no passengers on it at all, which I find very, very odd. There's people walking past it, and I don't know if it's the stations are broken or if it's something else that I'm missing entirely, whether people just don't want to go here. I would have thought people would want to get to the university. That's what I would have thought, but you know, I've been wrong in the past. Everyone, oh, so someone is, oh, so they tried, right. Did he try to go down there, or is he, oh, no, he just tried to have a little sit down on the bench. Oh, oh. I'm going to keep an eye on that, and if it doesn't change, I may delete these stations possibly and redo them. But everything's connected up, and the trains are getting everywhere that they need to, so I don't know why people aren't using that. I just had a quick check on my my car park, and I mean, there's so many people using this. I didn't think it'd get quite as busy as it is. I think what I'm going to have to. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and get the bigger car parks asset and use that, because there's so many in here. I need more space. I think, I mean, they're fairly sort of adaptable from what I've seen. So I should be able to more or less cover this entire weird area with them. But yeah, I think I'm going to have a mess about. Obviously, that means I think I'll probably unsubscribe from this one and just use that one. I don't know what that's going to do for our underground car park here, but I can redo that. Oh, someone's just gone into it. I saw them. Saw them. Where did you go? Oh, he's going back out again now. He's had enough. Okay. But yeah, so this one, it is being used, but not as much as I'd like. I mean, loads of people are just walking everywhere. Okay, so that's about all I've got time for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. The area down here that we've spent most of the time on the last few episodes is now starting to come together quite nicely. It's packed out really well, I think. I think what we need to try to do now is probably expand over into this area here. It's sort of bordering on the point where I'm thinking airport perhaps here. I don't know. I think that'd be quite good because then we could link it maybe to our transport hub here. I don't know. I'll have a think about that off camera and work out what we're going to do. But yeah, it's starting to look really nice along here now. Beachfront area as well. Really happy with how that's turned out. So what we'll probably try to do as well is expand our sort of leisure-ish area down there a little bit. But yeah, I think what we need to try to do now is get our next sort of population hit, and possibly even start to expand into this area. Once we start going in there, there's going to be all sorts of funny buildings going on, and don't know about underground car parks. That's quite a nightmare to build in the end, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Thanks for joining me. If you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you'd like to see some more of these. Going to be aiming for around one a week, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I don't know if there's anything else. Subscribe, like the video. Well, comments, yeah, comments. If you could leave comments on what you want to see more of as well, that's always helpful. So thanks for joining me again, and I shall see you on the next one. Goodbye. Stay safe.